And off to the side, the screen indicates it is showtime and we are live. And there's Fanboy G making that group text chime while we're live on the show. Clearly, he's not watching the show because he's in the group text mode. Lo and behold, here's Chai Star G and me and some rubber chickens coming around to get to the 2025 C2E2 preview show. Oh, Nanette is live with us. Nanette is taking a break from yard work. I'm telling you, and maybe we're on the same page in that, oh, well, if I put a show for noon 15, then that'll be a perfect reason to take a break from yard work. So let's all take a yard work break and hang out and get to, as Nanette is showing up. Clearly, Nanette is a major contributor to the Svengoolie community. We will have some Svengoolie business coming up in this conversation. We will also have some non-Svengoolie C2E2 business coming up in this conversation. The man who bills himself as comic relief, but has so many more functions and utilities around these parts. My man.
It's good to be here live with Mr. C. We're going to be diving in on some stuff. Luckily, it's not Daredevil, because I ain't watched none of those shows or episodes. No. See, that's the great thing. It's like I get all the information from you guys when I watch these really crazy K-dramas on Netflix with a lot of gore and like no closure at the endings. But at least there's hopefully some closure with Daredevil.
Good golly, Miss Molly.
Yeah, just saying.
All right. So again, we've said this before. Just a brief recap. Back in the day, when it was known as Wizard World.
Yes.
At the Donald E. Stevens, formerly known as everything changes its name. It was the Rosemont Convention Center. Mm-hmm. Now it's the Donald E. Stevens.
Did something else take that place of Wizard World at?
So that's where I'm going. It was called Wizard World. Now it's called Fan Expo. And I'm sure there's many other pop culture cons that have started to enter the zeitgeist as it goes. So taking the place, just the convention center changes its name. The convention itself changes its name. Mm-hmm. So that was our on-ramp into convention land back in the day in the mid and late 90s. Here we are in 2025. Gee, that means it's not year in and year out, but going back, that means we're more than 25 years of going to the conventions.
That is like a grown man.
It's so
being
totally
born,
a grown man.
And now he's a grown man. Oh my gosh. I'm just saying. So
here we are coming up to C2E2. Do you have an artifact? You order ahead of time. You're a wise operator.
So last year I learned, I went with my son, that I have to go to Woke Line and then, you get it. And then you have to like register it and stuff in the app. So I figured pay the crazy amount of shipping.
Do it
to get it delivered. So
it's your time or your money or your time.
So it's some kind of Western theme now. I don't know, which I really don't understand because it's Chicago. But there's all these characters like, it's like, what was that, a piece of corn, dude?
Yeah, if you're familiar with who are these characters on the lanyard bag, please do. Maybe these are the C2E2 exclusive characters because it looks like it was a Chicago hot dog that's seen better days. I know they had a deep dish slice of pizza with a mayor ribbon on him for maybe an official mascot. Mm-hmm. So, all right, objectives. As we were saying, clearly it's always a good thing to run around with good people at the convention. Mm-hmm. Looking forward to, not just saying this because she's commenting and watching, but if she was not commenting and watching, still looking forward to crossing paths with Nanette at the convention. It's always a highlight, be it the C2E2, be it the flashback, be it Ed DeBevick's, always where Sven made an appearance on that night. Always a good moment to run into Nanette and make banter and speak about being part of the fan community. Mm-hmm. Okay, so
I was looking on the website, and we were talking about this previously before going on air live about how there really isn't a whole lot of information about panels, like what's going to be like. So you can kind of like plan out your weekend. Does it usually come out like before, like the actual event, or is it more or less like once you get there, then you kind of see.
I'm going to say for every con, they have their own pace. So again, maybe if we take some timestamps this year around, we'll be able to compare and contrast for C2E2 2026.
Mhm.
And there's always some revisions that go on in the what's listed, and either somebody canceled or somebody put a different time of day to their meeting, and Annette has to say, looking forward to seeing you too, and a bunch more of Sven pals. Hopefully the nephew will be there too. Ooh, that would be cool to meet Nanette's nephew.
Isn't that dressing up? Is she living the life?
Knock,
Living the lifestyle?
knock. Hey, Nanette, are you going in civilian? Maybe a Svengoolie t-shirt, or maybe something more on the cosplay side of things? Feel free to respond.
Or Nanette could put like a fake goatee on and wear glasses and wear her Hawaiian shirt and go as Mr. C. Dives in.
That is a possibility.
Yeah.
That the hypothetical
Cosplay
possibility
as Mr.
exists
C.
in the world.
Yeah.
All right, so we're jumping around in a bunch of stuff. Let's come back to who else we might run into, or we'll take the LOL. Oh, look at that. It is the return of Dave, Terror Dave. He was Sven summoned and will be helping the crew again this year. Looking forward to seeing everyone. Absolutely. It's been a minute since Dave, Terror Dave has showed up in the comment section, so I could not be. Let me try to contain myself. Let me try to pace out my words and business.
So you're gonna do like Fred Sanford. I'm coming.
It's elevated. It's looking forward to seeing Dave. Absolutely. We've been saying this channel again, not in a hyperbolic way, but would not know Nanette were it not for Dave. And Dave emulates the pattern of Rich Coves himself, a very humble guy. So just sincere appreciation, without going overboard on it, to Dave for the introduction to Nanette and so many other key contributors to the Sven community. I only hope that I'm kicking around with the Svenology and the Sven talk here, keeping a legit contribution into that Sven verse. Okay, so let's jump over to a little share screen business, and here we go. Share screen. See, this is how it goes. This is why I'm always
behind the scenes.
This is why I'm always blabbity blab,
Yeah.
trying to make it like a smooth operation. Oh no, not cancel. See, then I'm stopping to explain it to you, and then I'm looking back over and losing my place. So as we just said, a lot of stuff isn't clear cut as yet, and again, subject to change. Let's see if I can get it. So we're in I think this one's a good one. Yep. Okay. So now let me come back. See, then you set up the screen, but then you got to come back to the actual tab to be able to scroll in it. All right. So, okay. So way before, let's just say this, for those of us who are that interested to come around to College of DuPage in Glen Ellen, for those were the days instead of these are the days. So again, Junkyard may not be watching right now, but Junkyard is very big on the old time radio business. So right there, it's from 2 to 5, Sunday, April 6th in Glen Ellen. And so right there, if we're looking at the Svengoolie website, that is the best way to get on board with everything. Now, speaking of the actual business that we're speaking of, so it says here, Friday, April 11 on the headline, but we can clearly read that it includes Friday and Saturday information. So once again, Sven will be a featured guest right there at the Chicago lakefront, autographs and photo ops with your camera. Please get in line early, as I always say, because the line gets long. Admittedly, last year, there was the switch around. So Kevin Smith was billed to be at table 1. Svengoolie was billed to be at table 1. Could have they both been at the same table? Didn't go that way. So I had trouble relocating where Sven was. So I'm saying do check for your updates if you're looking to manage your events at the con. Anyway, so as it stands for right now, as we're sitting here on Saturday the 29th, Friday at 11:45 to 12:45, autograph table 1. Saturday, rinse and repeat, 24 hours later, right back there at autographing table 1. If it's subject to change, again, we don't know that yet, so we got to stay focused and look for upcoming info releases. Okay, special panel Svengoolie Spotlight as hosted by none other than John, aka Shaky Suntress, who has been a guest on this very channel. John is a top flight panel host. John is a Chicago radio legend in his own right. So a little bit later in the evening than usual on Saturday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., I will absolutely be there in the room to catch all the Sven banter, to see John and Sven talking.
Will you be living the lifestyle on Saturday with the makeup?
Let me pull the shop later here. So then also professional photo ops Friday at 1 and Saturday at 1:40. So let me come back out of sharing. And so I've been hinting at vacation Sven cosplay, maybe a little bit of Sven takes the time away. We know that Sven typically wears a black jacket and a red shirt. So this might be a kind of a sort of preview. Let me see. Let me get caught back up. So Nanette was, of course, happy to see Dave, as we're all happy to see Dave. Looking forward to see, yeah. And we got Ted Adam Green. Oh, Ted. See, Ted, I know plane tickets and hotel business are quite the thing. I'm pleased. I'm so pleased. Again, I got to pace out my words. I'm getting too excited. I can't talk right. Ted, be cool if and when you were able to pop around to the Windy City from your more southerly location and be able to be at the con. Now, let me say this. C2E2 is a more costly convention. There's also the lower priced cons that we do have around. There's the Oddity and Curiosity Expo. That's like maybe a $15 admission, if that makes any difference for Ted's travel plans. There's the Godzilla Fest, isn't quite as costly. And we've been to Godzilla Fest too.
Yes,
and then, of course, there's the Flashback Horror Weekend, which I wouldn't say is low price, but Ted, that again, if we had you and or MIB come around, that would be amazing. I continue to appreciate Ted's contributions to the comment section and to being a former guest and future guest coming around here to talk about custom figures. All right, now, geez, so like we said, the panels, there's the panel checkbox.
Mm-hmm.
Who we might, well, I think we can plan on seeing Nanette there now. Check. I think we can plan on seeing Terror Dave. Check.
Yep.
Will we see?
Uh-oh. I know it's coming up.
You know it's coming up.
I see it coming down the street. It's coming down Michigan Avenue.
Will this be the final time, after years of hoping and waiting, will we run into the man of mystery known as the Mandarin?
I don't know. That's the thing, because the Mandarin sort of like in the Marvel universe, prior to him showing his face and like whatever, was a man of mystery. He hid behind this where you really didn't even see him until like later on.
Until it was too late.
Till it's too late. So I don't know if it's going to go with that path that the Mandarin will be there. It's like a masquerade ball, you know.
Now, Mandarin says he will be there. But also to up the ante, as if this is not already a delicious enough mystery. Oh, hang on, before we proceed with the Mandarin business, Michaela, hello, all from Store Ghoulie, wishes she could go to C2E2 this year of all of Sven Ghoulie festivities for this year. Well, Michaela, again, I know for Ted, for Michaela, for Chris Hamby, who doesn't appear to be in the comment section right now, and that's cool. You know, it is a thing. So then, as I continue to say, all the better reason that we should, here on the Mr. C channel, try to provide the best possible coverage of the con for those who cannot attend. Vicariously, by proxy, I can't say we're elected representatives, but we're volunteer information collectors and distributors here. I won't say public service, but as community builders trying to make good. Now to return to the Mandarin.
Yes.
In my recent comment section exchange, and I didn't print out the screenshot with the Mandarin, there is also the brother of the Mandarin, who per the Mandarin will also be in attendance at C2E2. Oh, see, there he comes. There he comes. It could not have been any better.
You can't write a script as perfect as this right now. Oh my gosh. I think I pooped my pants right now.
All right, Mandarin, we confirmed you will be at C2E2. The brother of the Mandarin will also be at C2E2 per your recent report. But will we actually cross paths with so Mini Mandy? If he's if he's
Not to be confused with Tiny Jim.
not to be confused. Oh, Tiny Jim, Mini Mandy.
It's like a.
Oh wait, wannabe Mini.
So wouldn't it be funny if we actually met Mandy and the little brother, Minnie, but Minnie is bigger than Mandy.
Ooh,
The comical.
as is my brother larger than me in his height. That could be the dynamic. See, it's community building and it's fun. It's community building and it's fun.
Yes, for sure.
All right. So some of the plan, some of the okay.
I think we got sidetracked by the Mandarin chiming in.
Forever. But see, that's when is it a sidetrack or is it the core? Right?
They're
Okay.
dressing up, dude.
Oh, all right. Do you want to give us a hint, Mandarin, or does that have to be part of the challenge to sort it out? And again, Mandarin knows what we look like, but nobody knows what Mandarin looks like.
Wouldn't it be funny if the Mandarin dressed up as Ben Kingsley? Talking with a British accent, but he's
with the yes.
It's Ben Kingsley.
Yes.
Noted
because
character
because
back in the
Ben
days.
Kingsley played
Gandhi,
Gandhi
Mahatma
in
Gandhi back in the days.
wow.
Yeah.
Excellent that Mandarin and Annette are bantering back and forth in the comment section. When Chai Star is not in the comment section to banter back and forth, that is important, valued that the banter continues. Okay, let's talk about that Johnny B just having fun. I should have brought a water down. I'm laughing so much. I'm getting a little lightheaded.
Close up the live stream. I think that was a highlight right there.
Well, let's try. But hey, let's try to. All right. I'm always good, especially when I'm watching my boys. It's so mutual, my friend. It's so mutual. Our friend who we have yet to ever meet in the real world. It's amazing. All right. So, G, I was saying we got some other bits and other stuff. So, in the spirit of community around the convention.
Yes.
Oh, Junkyard he was at the gym earlier, Mandarin. He might be taking a post-gym nap. He might still be, Junkyard is really good on his hygiene. He might be taking an extended post-gym. Are you saying who might be in attendance? Okay. Junkyard has yet to commit to, so it's possible he would be a last-minute entry. Blue Sasquatch is, in some regards, Mandarin, even more mysterious than you because you show up more frequently. And hey, I just mean Blue should show up whenever he's comfortable to, whatever makes sense for him. But that would be a double billing. Jimmy, again, because Jimmy is the master of the boomerang question, is the master of trying to make you think with his inquiries. So Campbell sometimes doesn't go for the crowd of the convention, but other times he's like, all right, let me give it a spin. So we will have, and I love that you're calling him Jimmy, that may yet come to, we're going to do, now besides the idea of meeting Mandarin, the possibility of sitting down in the dining area and having a hot dog with Mandarin, life does not get any better. This is too much. We were going to do a hot dog show later this afternoon, but again, Junkyard is on the health kick right now. So, but stay tuned again for hot dog related shows coming around. Mandarin says, oh, that's right. Okay. So, see, who knows when I'll shave and who knows when I won't. Coming back to the con and the business, we thought, what's a good way? And admittedly, Super Dogs. Oh, well, see, it could go either way because they're about equal distance from the convention center. So I'll tell Mandy, you tell us which one, and we will show up, Mandarin. You tell us which one, and we'll show up. But if you mean for the future, we were going to do another Bob. Oh, sometimes I'm trying to decipher the comments as they're coming, and I might be getting the context right. I might be getting the context wrong. Yeah. Our next show might be Bob O's the original location, so that would be on the Bob O playlist since we went to the other. But man, Mandarin is pumping it in here. It's a beautiful thing. I got you on silent because my son is trying to sleep in the car after college visits. The son of the Mandarin. There could be a sequel.
So there's a mini Mandy. There's
and
son of Mandy.
And a mini son of Mandy.
Oh, what about the mama Mandy? Is the mom of Mandy gonna?
trying to live. All right, it's going poorly. All right. Let's come back to the convention, and again, we'll catch up on comments again. So we were thinking, how can we engage in it? Admittedly, when I was at the other con, there were the other guys. So the guy had a full-on Sven cosplay, and his partner had a full-on. And credit to them, I should have got their contact info, but he had a full-on rubber chicken cosplay, and had to these guys. So these guys were passing out the rubber chickens at the con. So I'm saying I got a whole box of rubber chickens over here. So we'll be trying to be, interacting with the people up and down the artist alleyway. We got some rubber chickens in the inventory to distribute. Speaking of artist alley, again, there's so much going on. It's a beautiful thing. Artist alley, do you have, how much of it is just pace up and down the aisles to cover all of it? Are there specific names? How much are you trying to wing it without the wing of the rubber chicken? What is your strategy for Artist Alley?
So I really don't follow any artists, like comic artists, on social media. But I love going to Artist Alley just for the fact that they're all independent. They're all like creating original things, whether if it's on the computer or it's like they're drawing stuff live there, whatever. But it's more or less like no preconceived notions. I really don't look up anyone to see if they're there because I really don't know anyone by name. It's just more or less like just looking at different styles and how they interpret art and interpret things within the comic and entertainment world.
So somewhat similar to Mandarin. There's an element of surprise. There's a bit of wait, hey, just let me turn this corner and what might I run into?
Exactly.
Something cool. The spontaneity of it.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best features of any con is the, I don't want to say vendor section. I mean, obviously people are there to make money. You can't buy a table and then lose money, but just the banter. I again, going back across the years, we had lots of good laughs with the well-known names, your David Max, your Scott Campbell's across the years, and those guys who are on the up and coming side, just trying to put it all together by working out in their basement studio, putting their art together, showing up. So again, that's a great thing to look forward to from Artist Alley. Let me again say, Nanette, for whoever those guys were, Nanette still has her rubber chicken from them. And again, man, we got to get their contact info and try to get them to come around. Mandarin was acknowledging both the rubber chickens and the rubber duck. So it's all good. Let me pull that comment back and let me come into now another share screen. Hang out. And Nanette says, looking forward to seeing Chris. Okay. Thank you, Nanette, for contributing, because that brings up Chris Jones. I might go rip his behind over on there. Art Baltazar. Yes. Kate. I'm not familiar with Kate. Jill Thompson, who is maybe best known for the Scary Godmother series that she did. Jill is a regional, not giving out addresses, but she's a Chicago area person. She contributed to Svengoolie. There are her items on the Svengoolie set of the actual Scary Godmother figure. So Jill is a major player, both in both worlds, if you will, in the Svengoolie verse and in the independent comics verse. She had her art in the first of the Sven comics, and then Chris Jones, as we know. So then my man over here, scroll back in the text, the Basil Gogos inspired image of Sven with the green face. That would absolutely be cool. And maybe, if we're going to tag team around, maybe one of us hold the camera, maybe the other of us talks to Chris Jones, try to get him to come on live as a spontaneous guest from the floor of the convention. Now, if he's busy making sales, we're not trying to get in a man's way, but we want to highlight Chris Jones because he's a really cool artist.
Give the dude a rubber chicken with your number on it.
Dude, there now, see, that's why it needs a team. That way it need to be a team. It's all coming together. Okay, let me try another share screen, and hopefully I can get to flip around in there too. Get share to share. Man, 3 times in a row, you got to click share screen. All right, ticket info. Here we go. So let me now come back around to where I can actually scroll by tickets to C2E2. Let's put us down in this corner again to maximize the size of the image, and then come back over here. Otherwise, we can't scroll. Right? It's a lot. So the 3-day passes are sold out. Says here, Friday is a $55 ticket. Saturday and Sunday. Okay, here. I'm not here to get C2E2 ban me or anything, but okay, there's so much more going on Saturday.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, if you wanted to go 55 on Sunday or split it, make it 60 on Sunday, because Saturday's obviously
The day.
the peak day.
Yeah.
Anyway, but hey, you know what? Think about for every ticket bought, if they did it my way, $5, $5, count all the faces out on the floor on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So who am I to tell them how
I
to run
wonder, are vendors or like artists on Sunday like giving like lower pricing
It's
on certain stuff, maybe like specials?
and there'll be a case by case.
Yeah.
So
Maybe.
So it's absolutely worth checking out Sunday. Also, VIP tickets sold out. Celeb VIP sold out. All this stuff. There's all the stuff. I wish I could. Let me see if we can actually succeed in this. If we're off to the side, buy tickets. Oh, guests. Oh, look at us. I hope it's coming out nicely on the screen. Guests. And here we go. Here we go. All right. Well, what a crowded field of guests. Let's start at the top of the key. Again, there's so many people here. Like I said, you can't cover the entire convention unless you had an entire squad of people. We can't even cover all of these guests right now. And admittedly, some of them we're not going to know. The C2E2 thing is to go, maybe this is a helpful hint. They go alphabetical order by first name. So that explains why we're seeing people in the order that we are now.
Same with the artists also in Artist Alley.
So let's come here. Ali Sheedy. Now, see, back in the day, when we first started kicking around at conventions, never did I dream that the full cast, of the 5 main characters of Breakfast Club would be in attendance. Now, it is, if somebody has it in their means and their interest to pay the higher fee, I'm sure that is worth the experience in some kind of way to sit in on a Breakfast Club conversation or to get the photo op with the members of the Breakfast Club.
It would be cool to sit in on are they doing a panel?
Yeah.
That would be
pretty
cool
sure
to sit in on.
That would be the greats. So highlight of Ali Sheedy right there. Andy Serkis, man, he's look at how long his credit list is. You cannot beat Andy Serkis. It's a beautiful thing. Maybe Mandarin will run into Andy Serkis. Maybe Andy Serkis will do some transformative business. So Aries Quinones, I'm watching him on YouTube all the time. So that that would be cool. Now here we go. Art Baltazar, the man behind is it Titans Go? Was he? Most recent credits is his Dr. Seuss graphic novel. The man behind the physical shop of Oh Yeah Comics. Art's a hilarious creative thinker. Good stuff to have Art Adams again. So we could be here for a many minute covering over all. We're just trying to again give a brief highlight stop here and there, or show the vast of talent, the vast pool of talent that is available at your C2E2. There he goes. There's Chris. See the rise. That's almost the same face on Chris Jones there as the Svengoolie, one eye squinted, ready to throw a rubber chicken. It's good stuff coming around. Man, let's just kind of scroll here. Again, we're only a D out of the whole alphabetical list. You got your Diana Mayer, who previously played Batgirl in the early 2000s WB TV show. Greg Land, Greg Horn, the two two Gregs. It's a recurrent theme in the world. Anyway, it is just some good stuff coming around here. So I think we're good on the John DiMaggio, who does a lot of John Boyega. Ooh. There you go. Okay. So let's come out of the share. Let me flip back over to here. Let me see. All right. So Nanette also had to say, I wish I had more money. Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, we're coming on a half hour. I think we cannot cover the entirety of things. Can we break into as a closing item? You want to break into the prop business, or we're going to save that for another show, another time? We do have. We will save this for another time, but as we had previously put together the pictures of 3.75-inch Svengoolie with the Godzilla. Since Sven is showing Godzilla and Monster Zero tonight, I thought it'd be cool again to try to set up the techniques. What's a better pronunciation?
Yeah, techniques.
Yeah, techniques. So again, I'm getting the glare to do DJ Sven and DJ Godzilla, and Godzilla versus Monster Zero. Maybe Godzilla and Monster Zero have a little bit of a DJ battle going on tonight as well. Anyway, looking forward to Svengoolie tonight. Looking forward to the convention. I don't know who. See, let's just say it would be cool to see any or all of the people of the community around. And again, for those of us in a position like a Michaela or a Ted or a Chris Hamby, we will do our best to provide top flight coverage of the show. Any closing thoughts, my man?
When's the next live stream?
See, he should have known that was coming. Soon. We'll let you know. So please do come back around when we do get to the next live stream. Thanks to anybody who watched live. Pop into the comment section to say what's what. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to close us out, and we are out.